Hi, I'm Stephanie Wainwright. I'm a wife, a mom, a business owner, and my life is chaotic all the time. So I created this podcast to help you find the funny, the good, while navigating through the chaos. This is Chaotic Compass Podcast. What is up? Hey guys, thanks for joining in Chaotic Compass. This is Stephanie. How y'all doing out there? So, today is May recap. We are finally running. Both of my boats are in the water, finally, and it's nice. And I spent way too much money. It's like, I wish I could just spend like $10,000 on myself and be like, oh yeah, cool. But I haven't. I keep spending it on the freaking boats. Like, don't own a boat. Don't do it unless you like to just throw money away. But they're both running. Yay! And I'm so excited because it means now the real work comes into play. Not the 2 weeks of painting and I have paint still on my fingernails and in my hair and sunburn on my butt somehow. I don't even know. And now it's like peeling and it's wonderful, you guys. It's a great picture, just so you know. And I had like this area of sunburn on my back. I'm like literally trying to put suntan lotion on myself and I had one of those like razor backed tank tops on and I missed. You can see like the fingerprint marks. It kind of looks like a horror film on the back of myself, on the back of my back. On my back? On the back. It looks like a horror film on my back where it's like, kind of looks claw marks-esque. It's great, you guys. Just so much fun. But yeah, we finally are running and I sat out in the sun for a good 9 days of painting. Well, sanding, priming, painting some more, and painting some more. So I'm a little sunburnt in places, and I got a nice tan going on. Farmer's tan. Yep, got the sleeve farmer's tan going on. So it's cool. Whatever. I'm rocking it. So eventually I'll get rid of that. And we finally got our payment from the jerk that was holding out. So we finally got that in. So that's nice. Yay! But it went right back out the door because we had broke that second boat. So got to rebuild that transmission. Oh, and new shaft seals and yeah. So anyways, we're running. And I got the payment. And so May is off to a great start. And last weekend, the governor here in Virginia just opened up for vaccinated patrons to not wear masks in certain establishments. So that's really cool. And in 2 weeks, Memorial Day weekend, whoop whoop, we not vaccinated humans, myself included. I'm not dogging anybody that's vaccinated, okay? It is what it is. I have my choices and you have yours. So, but us not vaccinated humans get to be normal again as well. So my thing is, how do you know that people are not vaccinated versus vaccinated? Like, is it even legal to show the card thing? Whatever. I don't make the rules and I just follow them. So I'm still wearing a mask everywhere. Like, I just went to the little corner market tonight to pick up some alcohol to share with you tonight. But I walked in and nobody except for the cashier is wearing a mask. And it was like, oh my God, I feel so weird. But at the same time, it's like, I'm doing my part. I'm wearing the mask like somebody told me to, and I'm not vaccinated and I haven't been cleared. So I work from home, y'all. I don't have it, but I'm just, I'm not going to break the rules. Okay. The one time in my life that I'm not breaking the rules, I literally don't do the speed limit like ever, but whatever. Anyways, so we get to have no mask next weekend. So that's really awesome. My biggest hurt right now is for all of the restaurants. And I laugh, I giggle, because it's like a year ago, they were all like March 15th shut down. You're not allowed to open. And then everybody freaked out because nobody knows how to freaking cook, including myself. And they're grabbing up all the spaghetti and all of the frozen meals, including myself. And so there was no food. And then they get to open, but it's like only carry out only. So the poor waitresses don't have a job. It's all of the freaking kitchen staff. And all the poor restaurants are struggling. And then it's like, oh, you can open, but you have to adhere to all these horrible standards. I mean, okay, not horrible. I get that there's things, but it's like, they don't have the money for that. And like, oh, you can get the money if you apply here, but you can only get so much, and you have to go through this whole process, and they have to take your firstborn, and you have to sacrifice a goat and whatever. And so now, after a year, they're like, oh yeah, you can open back up. And they give them like, no notice. No notice. Nobody's got a notice. And it's like, oh, you can go back to normal. You can go back to normal now. Well, not now, but you can allow non-vaccinated people to come into your restaurant now with no mask. And then 2 weeks, you can go back to full capacity, and you don't have to worry about those pesky masks anymore. And it's like, all the restaurants are like, what the hell, man? Because they can't find employees. And I don't blame them. People had to freaking eat. I giggle because it's like they had to figure out what was best for them, and waiting around on a job that a business might not even be there because nobody knew if it was going to exist. And so I really think that our restaurant workers, especially our waitresses, are the real MVPs, y'all. Like, for real. Because they didn't know if they were going to have a job to come back to. And so it was so crazy. Ryan and I just went out to dinner the other night, and it was the first time at this new restaurant we had found, but it was a 30-minute wait, and we're looking inside, and like there's so many open tables, and the hostess was like, we literally have 2 waitresses. So it's going to be a little bit. And I was like, okay, I mean, we're not in a hurry. And, I know Ryan's starving, but that's his own damn fault for skipping lunch. So, but 2 waitresses for the whole restaurant? I mean, it was a Tuesday night, but dang, y'all. So cheers to our waitresses. Here we go. Let's get this. Yeah. Tonight we are drinking. I've never seen this in my life. So it was down at my corner market and I picked it up just for you guys. So feel special. It's called MXD. So M as in mom, X as in x-ray, D as in dog. MXD Cocktail Co. It's a Mai Tai, and it's got this crazy winking lizard sticking his tongue out doing the rocker sign. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. 12% alcohol. So how about that, y'all? And it's in a 16-ounce can. I'm a sucker for tall cans. I don't know. It makes me feel even more redneck than I am. But, I mean, it's got, nice island aroma coming out. So, cheers to all of our waitresses out there. Yeah, go you guys. But anyways, so the waitresses, y'all, seriously, I mean, you are the MVPs here, because we really, in the beginning, we were like, yes, thank you, nurses, for showing up, and you're in the front lines, like, it's literally a war, and thank you to the doctors, and thank you for the grocery workers, and thanks to those ABC store clerks, y'all, hey, I saw you, thank you, saw you a lot. We all know I drink, so it's not a secret, just whatever. I mean, when you become tight with your local ABC store clerk, what's up, Jimmy? How are you? I'm just saying, like his wife had, died a couple of years ago, and, he's got a couple of grandkids, and we talk, okay? Sup, Jimmy? Cheers to Jimmy for showing up and ringing me up with my alcohol that I desperately needed to get through the pandemic. Okay. There was a survey, random, I know, keep with me. There was a survey that had popped up. I can't remember. Somebody had posted it on their Facebook page, and it was like, hey, I got a friend that's doing this for their degree or whatever. Hey, can you take this? And I was like, okay, I've got some time. And then you get entered into a drawing. It's like, I know I'm not going to see anything, but if that helps them with their class, cool. It was literally about the rise in alcohol consumption during the pandemic. And it's like, yep, I am part of that statistic. I know it. And it's like, I can slow down now because everything's kind of relaxing. And it's like, no, I'm good. Sorry, liver. But those waitresses, back to the story. Sorry, got sidetracked. Waitresses, y'all, like, getting crap pay and people are stiffing your tips and you showing up. Like, if you were a waitress and you are choosing not to show up, good for you. You're trying to do what's right for your family. But it sucks for the whole restaurant industry that was already like bombarded, like shut down, reopened, and now they're, oh, here's the floodgates. Let's just go ahead and mess with those again. And people are going to be in full force on Memorial Day weekend because, like, literally there is nothing available from here down to, I don't even know where, like Beaufort, North Carolina. Everything is booked up. Everybody is going out. And it's like, well, I could have planned that better, but that's what I'm excited about. Next weekend is Memorial Day weekend, and I've got somebody to answer the phones for me, and Brian's taking 3 days off. 3 days, y'all. What up? 3-day holiday weekend. I'm so excited. And it's going to just give me a chance to sleep in, which is like sleeping in now is no longer 5:30. It's 7. So I'm that person now. I used to be the person that the alarm would go off at 7:30 and then I would hit snooze. And then at 7:45, I'm like rushing to get dressed and slap some mascara on. Pick up the kids in their pajamas, put them in the car and drive and drop them off to wherever, like that was me. I would be ready and out the door in 15 minutes. I mean, I still can be, but like now I get up. Ryan, my lovely husband, shout out to my husband. He brings me a cup of coffee every morning. And that's one of the things that was on my list of like, I really just wish that I could enjoy a cup of coffee, like in the morning, brought to me by my husband, like a cup of coffee sponsored by your husband. He brings me a cup of coffee every morning. Be jealous. I am. I'm jealous of myself. Like, I live the life every morning. Wake up and there's a cup of coffee ready for me. And one of those thermos cups too, because he leaves with a crack of dawn. He's gone out the door by 5:30, I think, right now. And, yeah, got a cup of coffee waiting for me, and I chill in my bed. And sometimes I'll watch the news. Most of the time I don't. Sometimes I'll scroll through Facebook. Most of the time I don't. But I'll either journal or I'll just kind of chill out and just, enjoy my cup of coffee. And I really want, and I don't know why I'm not. I should just get some clothes on and walk down to the end of the street and sit on the dock. How rad would that be? I have a dock at the end of the street that I have access to. I'm not saying these things to rub it in your face. I'm just like one of those things, like I didn't think that I would ever be here. But anyways, that's a recap for another. I'm not trying to rub it in your face. I'm just to a place now. May has been hard, but it's definitely a lot better than February. A lot better than March. Okay, so I've got both my boats running. I've gotten paid from the jerk face that was holding a stupid amount of money. It wasn't as much as it should have been, but we settled on a number, and things are opening up next weekend, and it's Memorial Day weekend, and I have a 3-day weekend coming up, and it's like, these are things we should celebrate. That's okay. This is what you need to do. Okay. Everybody that's like, oh my God, my life sucks. Take a minute. Okay. Take a minute and think of, don't even do the 5, do 3 things. What are 3 things you're grateful for, right? Not like, I'm thankful for air in my lungs and the roof over my head. And no. I'm talking about within the last 24 hours. Okay? Here's some things that I'm thankful for in the last 24 hours. And this is why I do these monthly recaps. I missed out on April because I was painting the boat for 2 months, or 2 weeks. It felt like 2 months. But this is why I do these recaps, to show you I have to do this, and I try to do it on a daily basis. I have to be grateful and find gratitude and say these things or write these things out, because if I don't, then I get sucked down so hard. In the last 24 hours, I am thankful that I went to Starbucks with my son. Okay, this kid loves coffee. I don't know what his problem is, but every time he's over here, can I have a cup of coffee? And I'm like, God, he's 8. He's only 8 years old, but he acts like an old man. And he crosses his little legs when he's sitting in a chair, and he's just, he's an old soul in his tiny little body. But he drinks decaf coffee with his grandmother. And it's like, I don't have decaf coffee. It's all caffeined. It's coffee. It's real. Like, we don't do that around here. So I took him to Starbucks today because it was just me and him all day. His sister was with her dad and they were doing things. And so random to celebrate being with my kid, I don't get time alone with these guys, like individually. Well, okay, I get a lot of time with my daughter, but she's in school. So, but whatever. I took him to Starbucks, and he looked through the menu on his iPad, because I was like, well, we can't go inside because you forgot your mask, so we have to go through the drive-thru. And I'm like, I'm not sitting at the drive-thru and letting you read the whole menu. And 9 times out of 10, they don't even have the whole menu outside. What's up with that, Starbucks? And so he pulled up the menu on his iPad, and he wanted some iced coffee with milk or something. And I was like, I don't know, man. Let's go for a Frappuccino. He's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, pick a Frappuccino, and then once you get, we'll get you acquainted this way, and then we'll hit the hard stuff. I would have gotten him a decaf, whatever the heck he really wanted, okay? Or a half calf, whatever. But he picked out, white chocolate mocha frappuccino. I don't even know. It reminds me of you want a mocha choco latte bullcrap. Anyways, I think that was Bad Dad. What up, Bad Dad? So, anyways, he got his first, I didn't realize, we had been to Starbucks before, but I would always get the kids, the cake pops. And so he's never actually had, or a juice. He's never actually had a drink from Starbucks. I'm thankful for that. That's so cute. I didn't realize. And so we had a moment, we clinkied with our cups. I'm thankful for that. Moments. You gotta take those moments. Look at those moments. And really soak it in. Last night, my son picked dinner. My husband's were working a lot lately, and Stephanie doesn't know how to cook. So, when my husband works late, it's either leftovers or we order out. Look, just because I don't know how to cook doesn't mean we're going to starve, okay? I know how to swipe a card, and I know how to order takeout. So, but Liam, my son, was like, yeah, I really want spaghetti for dinner. And it's I could have gone to the store and made spaghetti, but I know that nobody else in the house would have eaten spaghetti, and then I would have had a pile of spaghetti. So, and it would have been noodles and some crap sauce. And apparently that's not the way to do it, because my husband's like, no, you gotta put ground beef in it. You gotta slice up an onion, and you gotta put this seasoning in there. And it's I can't even make spaghetti right, according to my husband. So I don't try. I know I can't do it, so I don't try. My son picked dinner last night, and it made it a heck of a lot easier, because when he decides on what he wants, then we're going to go with it, because nobody can make up their mind in this house. And I've already talked about this in another episodes, but it's literally what you want for dinner every freaking night. I used to be good. My husband and I would sit down on a Sunday nights and make a plan for the week, and then go grocery shopping and have it all ready to go. And we would know, and it's on the sheet, and we would be prepared. And so the kids would be prepared. And I don't know. I think February hit me hard. And so I don't meal plan and I need to get back on that bandwagon. But I'm not going to kick myself about that. We're talking about all of the things that are good. Anyway, so take the time every day, and I usually try to do it in the mornings for the last 24 hours, and think about all the things that I am thankful for, that I'm grateful for. Be thankful for that my son got to try a real Starbucks drink today and he didn't go crazy, he wasn't bouncing off the walls, and I actually felt like a decent mom even though I spent $10 for 2 drinks at Starbucks. And I'm thankful that I've got both boats running and they're actually creating revenue, and it's nice. And I'm thankful that I got paid from the jerk that owed us money. And I'm thankful for y'all restaurant workers out there. What up, y'all? Find the good. Find the good. Cheers, y'all. Thanks for listening to another episode of Chaotic Compass Podcast. We appreciate it. And if you would like to get notifications, please subscribe and tell all your friends. See you next time.